Radical Reggie back at you with another pickups video, and today I have my good friend X here with me. How you doing, buddy?
What it do, guys?
And we just got back from, yesterday was the Game On Expo, and we wanted to show you guys the pickups we got here. So very excited to show you a lot of stuff. I've been in town for probably around a week, so I was kind of went to a couple stores. There was a Fallout went to, got some games from there.
Went to a Zero Records,
and then the Game On Expo, and even went to there was another record store last night. Was that the same record?
It's another Zero Records.
It was the second location.
We'll talk about that.
Yeah, we'll get to that, but mainly you're going to see stuff from the Game On Expo. So without further ado, let's get started. I'm going to start with Stacks here. The first place I hit up at the Game On Expo I was very excited about was seeing Limited Run. I haven't bought a Limited Run game from their online website in a long time, so seeing them in person, I like buying my games in person because that's how, that's old school, man. Like,
yeah.
I
gotta see it to believe it.
Yeah, so first game I got was Bloodstained,
Nice.
Curse of the Moon for the PS4. This is the version I wanted mostly for this game. And if you haven't played Bloodstained, it's basically like it's a Castlevania type game, like old school. Like think of it as a spiritual successor to Castlevania 3. So Castlevania 3 is a very good Nintendo game.
Absolutely.
Our version was a lot harder than the Japanese version, so they tried to make it difficult because they wanted people to rent it more at Blockbuster. That's how they made their money, I guess.
Really?
Yeah,
okay.
yeah. But this game was a lot of fun. You don't have to play the Castlevania, of course, to understand this. It's a lot of fun. Definitely check this one out. It has a very good soundtrack as well. So, Bloodstained.
Very cool.
Yeah. You're next. Yeah. Go ahead. Sorry.
Stopping off. I don't own a lot of PS4 games. I probably have about 2 or 3 PS4 games. So adding to the collection in a trade with Reggie, I got something very dope. If you like your shmups, Raiden 5, absolutely great game, visually pleasing. Something about shmups on the PS4 just looks so good and so flowing. Not a bullet hell, right?
No. It's just a regular shooter, which is cool. But your ship seems like it's overpowered, which is great. You have a lot of weapons in your arsenal, pretty much, or you could just get with, I think, power-ups in this game. I can't remember if you get power-ups and stuff. I'm pretty sure you pick your weapons in the beginning of the game. You can switch between them, but
cool.
Yeah.
So great pickup.
Yep, there you go, man. Raiden 4. Next game.
5, but yeah.
I know, right? To celebrate, Rutger Hauer's life, I decided to pick up this game, Observer. Now, I know this is like a survival game. I don't know what kind of survival horror game it is. It's more like psychological, I think. But I love the way the cover looks. I know it's a reverse cover, but the cover with Rutger Hauer on the cover looks awesome. Definitely happy Limited Run put this as a physical release. I would probably tell you more about the game in a future release.
Next one I got was...
future release. I meant future video, so I could talk about games.
Okay.
Future release. Future video. Never mind. Let's keep going.
Reggie will time travel, and then future Reggie will come to us to give us a future review. There you go.
Future review.
Future review. There you go. Cool. Pick up in a trade. And Reggie, I'm going to need you to help me understand this a little bit more. This is Star Ocean, but this isn't just a regular Star Ocean. Explain this one again.
Okay, that game is Star Ocean 4 International. The International was because it came out on Xbox Xbox 360 first, and it was called Star Ocean: The Last Hope. And to kind of differentiate this one, they called it International because they wanted to add they added like anime art to it and a couple other things I can't really remember.
There's 2 manuals in here too.
Yeah, this is the Canadian version, so it comes with a French manual and an English manual. So I thought that was pretty unique. It's kind of cool.
I will say this: the coolest thing about hunting with Reggie is Reggie knows the rarity of a cover of a game. Mm-hmm. So if a game has, let's say, we were talking about Siphon Filters. There's an issue. Is Siphon Filter 3?
Siphon Filter 3. If you get the one with the American flag on the cover, man, you're in for a little bit of change because that thing is worth money.
So when Reggie saw this one, he was like, "Oh, get this one because it's different than the others. It's rare." So there we go, Star Ocean.
Maybe not rare. It's more uncommon, I would say.
Uncommon. Good to define that.
Okay.
Uncommon. So I like it.
All right, next game here. I had this before, but the game is kind of hard to understand some of the menus. And I was talking to Studio Mudprints about this, and basically we thought that the version that we had of the game, which was the Japanese version, was going to get an English patch for it, but that never seemed to happen. But the game did come out on the PSN in English, but Limited Run did an English physical release of the game, and that is the Game Paradise. This game originally came out on the Sega Saturn, but they redid it for the PS4. It actually comes with a Sega Saturn version and a somewhat remastered version for the PS4.
Yeah.
It's very cool. It was a fun shoot 'em up. It's all over the place with craziness, but I like that.
Very anime.
Yeah, very anime, very funny though too. I can't wait to play this, and I can't wait because I can understand all the menus now, so I know exactly what I'm doing. Now you don't need to really understand all the menus that much, but I just kind of wanted to see what else this game had to offer because there's a lot of extras in the game. So definitely, if you see this one, pick it up.
My next pickup that we have here, this is actually cool. This isn't like a collector's edition, is this, Reggie? It is? Okay, cool. Soundtrack in this one, right?
Soundtrack, calendar, but calendar expired because it came out years ago. So
That's still cool. That's art is art, right?
Yeah,
Blaze Blue. Blaze Blue for the PS3. I love the box. This is like, me as a collector, I don't like to just have my things in closet. I like to have them on display. And anything that is boxed, which you see a lot on the PS3, I love to put out on display, and I love to play it as well. So this is a cool pickup.
really good fighting game. It has a lot of stuff on it. It has a good English voice cast. I love the Blast Blue series, and it's unfortunate they somewhat ended it pretty much. But we have a lot of memories with this series. So if you definitely see this, definitely pick it up. I think it's definitely one of the top fighting games around. So
Love this art book that's in here. Extremely detailed and clean too. So yeah, thank you, man.
Next game up here, I picked up Jak and Daxter for the PS4 for a friend. This is not my copy, but I thought I'd show it in the video. So George, I got your back, man. I picked you up one, man. So to be perfectly honest, I never really cared for the first Jak and Daxter. I like 2 and 3. 3 is my favorite out of the series, but 1 I just couldn't get into. I don't like the silent protagonist. I think that's what it was about this one. I kind of fell off from it. But despite me not liking it very much, it is a very good game. And I was talking with Jason about it, and he was talking about him and Paul were talking about how they were amazed with this game. They had a good time because you're on the island. You open up certain parts of the island, kind of explore, lots of fun and everything. But maybe I'll get into it one day, but not today.
So speaking of picking up things for friends, I picked this one up for a friend, actually my girlfriend. The cool thing about going to cons and these Game On conventions and stuff like that, or Game On in general, you probably see this at PRGE too, but people sell little like tchotchkes, toys, amiibos, whatever it is, and I picked this up for $2. And I think that's worth it. If you're a Zelda fan and you're just trying to collect some decor, nerdy decor around, this is where you want to go.
Is that Gandalf? That's Gandalf, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, he looks all like yeah, fat. Well, not fat, but I don't know.
Stocky? He looked like Big Hurt.
Yeah, like Big Hurt from Plescia, man.
Yeah.
There he is.
There you go. Big Hurt. There you go. So Gandalf busting cheeks and and finding it. So that's a cool thing. If you're going to conventions and your friends are cool with it and they have money, hunt for them.
Yeah.
It's a way to build up their collection as well.
Yep, looking out for them. Next game here, X actually gave this to me. We talked about the Yakuza series for a while, and he's going to start me off with Yakuza 0, which he says is the perfect one for me to start off with.
This is, in my opinion, this is the best Yakuza in the series. The reason is all the Yakuzas play different. They have like a different style. When you see the ones that are Kiwami, they are remakes of the originals. Kiwami 1 is a remake of original 1. So because this is 0, they had more free range. Can I see it real quick?
Yeah, cool.
They had more free range to actually develop story and side missions and side games. And my favorite side game through all of this, it's in the back. When you take a look at it, it's a little side mission where you own a cabaret and you have to train the girls and level up the girls to be better to make money in the cabaret. Wow. It's a great off game. And there is one girl in here that you train who's like the life of the party, and her big head is an orange.
Really?
Like an orange. Huh. Like the fruit. So there you go.
Okay.
Yeah, man.
I'm excited to play this, man. It's good stuff, man. Good stuff. What do you got?
Next one I got. This is unique. I also don't have a lot of DS games. I kind of never played that generation. I have handhelds. I had PSP, and then no more handhelds. So, the type of games I like a lot are really stupid, but they are dating sims. And this one is sprung, not the T-Pain like, just a straight Nintendo like. But I love on the back how it says, "Get friends and get benefits." Really dumb, really funny game.
It's actually one of the launch titles for the DS back in the day. It's actually one of my personal favorites because, I don't know, it's just that the 2000s, man, were just I can't believe I'm talking about it like it's like a long time ago. But it was just really pretty awesome. So I guess it was a long time.
You could listen to Nelly and play a dating game at the same time on your DS. So I'm actually excited to play this.
Cool, man. Awesome. All right, so the next game I want to show you guys is, you guys know I'm a big Resident Evil fan, and I actually picked up Resident Evil Outbreak File 2. I love this game a lot. I had a great time with this game playing online. I remember back in the day, the Game Pro, like online battles they used to have for it, like little perks and stuff, like little special benefits they used to have. This is actually my second copy of it because I love the game so much. I had to have 2 copies, but got it on the cheap. I think the game was going, people are trying to ask like $40 to $45, maybe even $50 for it now.
Resident Evil stuff up very high right now still.
Got it for $15, which is excellent. So definitely happy to have this. I love Resident Evil Outbreak. I wish it was online again. It is online in Japan. They got it back on, the server's back online in Japan. So if you're able to play the Japanese version, you hop back into Raccoon City.
Yeah, very cool. All right. So Reggie asks me this question about once a week. When are you getting a Switch? When are you getting a Switch? When are you getting a Switch? I'm not getting a Switch until Metroid comes out. I have this feeling that they're gonna have a special edition Metroid Switch that'll come out, and I'll go for it. Doesn't mean you can't collect games in the meantime. Right. So I got this cool one from Reggie, SNK Heroines. Yep. All-girl fighting game. Yeah, you're speaking straight to me. SNK, my all day. No buy. This is an awesome pickup, and this is fun to get. So
I've actually had a lot of fun with this game. I'm actually close to getting a platinum on the game on the PS4. Played it a lot. Played against my buddy Joel. He actually helped me get a couple trophies on it. I'm just, anything with SNK, I'm just really trying to support them because I want them to bring out more titles. And I'm glad they brought this out. I just wish the PS4 version had a wider release. I was actually lucky and got a physical for the PS4, but it's just it needed a wider release somewhat because it's a fun game. I would really say it's a beginner fighting game in a way.
Party game?
Yeah, you can definitely play at a party. It's easy and fun to get into. So yeah, definitely. So SNK Tag Team Frenzy, definitely check it out.
Yeah.
Next game here is Capcom Classics Collection Volume 2. Got a sealed copy for $8. These compilations are really good, guys. If you get the PS2, this is actually even on Xbox as well.
That's my favorite one.
This game comes with Captain Commando, Knights of the Round, The King of Dragons, Last Duel, Mega Twins, Magic Sword,
Street Fighters, yeah.
Street Fighter 2, Strider. Yeah, that's the thing. I said Strider.
So there's a lot of co-op games in this one.
Yeah.
And if you have a multi-tap for your PS2, this is fantastic.
And Three Wonders is probably my favorite one on here. I love Three Wonders. It's such an awesome game. But yeah, definitely, if you see this out there, definitely check it out.
So, I also picked up a Capcom Classics. A smaller Capcom Classic.
That's the mini one, yeah.
Yeah, this is the mini mix. On here is Bionic Commando, Final Fight Mini. Is that what they call it?
Final Fight, Mighty Final
Fight, and Strider.
Yes.
I really got this because I just saw all the Capcom Classics are awesome. I don't think you really ever go wrong with any of them. I didn't know, so I'm with Reggie at Game On, and I showed him. I go, hey man, do you know what's on this? And he said, Mighty Final Fight, and that's one of the games I wanted to collect. And this is great that I can take it portable, or I could put it in my GameCube Game Boy player. And so this is awesome.
It beats paying for what Mighty Final Fight goes for now.
Yeah, exactly. So sometimes you just need another way of playing it.
Definitely, perfect, man.
Thank you.
We went to Fallout one of the first days I was here, and I was actually able to pick up a game I forgot about on the Wii that I wanted to try out, and that is Furu Furu Park. This is a Taito game that has a bunch of mini games on it from the Taito characters and everything throughout the years, the different games. Don't know too much about it, but it looks a lot of fun. It was on the cheap for $5. Excited to play. It has Bubble Bobble in it, as you can see, and the girl from Poke and Rocky are in here as well. So can't wait to try this out. And it says it's 2 players, so perfect. You know?
Yeah.
So yeah, not really much to say about it because I don't know about too much yet, but I'll keep you guys updated.
I'll go for something real nice. Reggie was we're up in the hotel, right? And I'm listening to some game that I've heard before, and I said that sounds like a guy named Gabe. and he was watching pretty much all the cinematics from Siphon Filter linked together. And if you watch it, the voice acting is hilarious.
Yeah, it is.
It really is.
The husky voice, Gabriel Logan.
Gabe Logan, there you go. And so it made me get Siphon Filter 2 that I saw out there. I don't have a Siphon Filter 2, so I wanted to pick it up. I absolutely love, if you remember back in the day when this came out, I don't know if this came out like 99? 2000? Okay, there was a demo where you go on the train and you go after everyone, and if you had the taser and you held the taser long enough, the dude like burst into flames, and the scream that he had, was intense. So, nice $5 pickup. So if you don't have it, add it to your collection.
Yeah, just beware of headshots.
That's right.
Yeah, it was brutal with him. And next game here from my good friend Jared, Mr. Wizard. This is Neverhood, I think it is. Neverhood, yeah. Neverhood is created by the people who made the Earthworm Jim series, and somebody was able to bring it to the Dreamcast, and then Jared put it on a disc, and here it is. Now, I haven't played the game, so I don't know what it's about. This is actually Jason's copy. He left it behind, so I got to return it to him. But he actually gave me one as well. So excited to try it out and see how it is. It's cool that they ported the game to the Dreamcast, so more library for the Dreamcast pretty much. So happy about that.
Go for the other one that you got.
Yeah, I might as well do the other one. It's in my hand. The next game here is a game that was unreleased because of I believe the September
11. Is that one?
Yeah, this one was unreleased. I mean, they didn't release it after that happened. So this is a Propeller Arena Aviation Battle Championship. This game, my buddy Jared was telling me it plays like Star Fox Assault, so that was already like yes when I heard that. But this game was actually supposed to be online too. You're supposed to play it through the Sega Net and everything. But yeah, because
you were like dogfighting in the city. I don't know if you're dogfighting in like New York or anything like that. But
there's a level with a lot of buildings around it. So if you crash, they thought like, oh man, this doesn't look good, so they decided not to release it. But it's released now, and I'm happy to play it. So let me know what you guys think about this game if you played it already. I'm excited for it. So.
There you go. I'll go next. I'm ready. I'm windling down, Reggie.
Yeah, are you? All right.
All right. Get ready to hear something a little bit controversial. My favorite Road Rash game out of the entire series is Road Rash 3D. Now, people like 2, and a lot of people like 3. 3, and then I think there was another one that was on the PS1 right before it, but it was in 3D. I love this one so much. The soundtrack is awesome. You have, I think in there is Offspring. Kid Rock is in there, and I'm trying to remember. Oh, Mark McGrath and Sugar Ray is in there. Just awesome music that you can go through it. The other reason I like this game a lot is that if you go in time trial mode, it's free roam.
Really?
It's free roam through the whole thing. There's people you can hit like on the side of the road. It's freaking hilarious. You hit pedestrians. And it's just fun.
50 points.
My one complaint about this game, Reggie, and I think people need to know this. When you beat the last level and you restart the game over, it wipes your memory card. So you don't get to keep the like awesome bike that you get at the end. So make sure you have 2 save states. Yeah. One that has the last level with all the bikes unlocked, and then when you can start again. But this is great. Favorite weapon in this game?
Chain.
No. Nunchucks?
You get nunchucks?
The nunchucks work just like the chain, but it's nunchucks.
Yeah.
It's nunchucks. It's nunchucks. So there you go.
Awesome, man. All right, so next game here, Sorcerer's Maze. Puzzle game. I'm looking for a couple more filler PS1 games. And it looked interesting, so I just went ahead and picked it up. Don't know too much about it. I actually thought the guy on the cover looked like Chessmaster. You see the guy from Chessmaster? Chessmaster on the cover of the Nintendo game and Game Boy games. He's actually Old Man Pine from Back to the Future. If you remember Back to the Future when he went to the Pine Field and Old Man Pine came out, that's the same actor. So I thought this was him for a second, but then I realized this was like an animated drawing kind of. So let me know what you guys think about this one, Sorcerer's Maze.
All right, dwindling down again. I mean, if we're talking about weird games, pick this one up. I saw this, guys. If you follow Reggie, if you follow Jason, Metal Jesus Rocks, and the whole crew and stuff like that, they talk about things, and sometimes you just see a game that's there. You guys talk about a hidden gem on the GBA, which is Gumby. Got to play Gumby. Really good platformer. Just jumping around. I actually grew up with Gumby, which is funny. And I think the really interesting thing about this is it has a story. It's really dumb. But you'll enjoy the platforming. If you like things like Donkey Kong Country, you're going to love something like this. So, there you go.
All right, cool. This was funny. We were at Fallout, and I was looking for a game, and they had the disc for it, but they didn't have the cover for it. So I was like, oh man. So they said, maybe you could look in there and see if the cover's in there. And I looked for a few minutes, and there it was. I found it, so I was so happy. And they were the only place that had it since I've been here. And that game is Off-World Interceptor Extreme. It's like a crazy racing game. And it's more like demolition racing game, but one of the reasons I really got it because it has FMV seasons in it, and I love that stuff. So had to pick this one up. This is the variant version of it. In the jewel case, there is a long box version of it. They both go for pretty much the same, but I had no idea this game existed, so I'm very happy to have this in my collection.
The one thing I would say is going to Fallout. Right? Like if you come to Arizona, there's a Fallout game store, but there's not just one of them. There's 4 of them. And so they can actually talk to each other to say, okay, I need this game or I need this game. Do you have it or not? And they were on it for us, Reggie. Like they were getting us everything we needed, even if we just needed a manual.
So, looking it up, man.
It's pretty cool.
All right, guys. So I want to take a longer turn here because I got a bunch of stuff, and I don't want this video to be crazy long. But anyways, the first game here is actually Conker's Hyrule Tale. Wow.
Yep.
Oh, like I guess. He's going to the land of Hyrule. So pretty much, this is a hack, or I believe it's a hack or a modification of a Zelda type game for Conker. It looked pretty cool. I saw a couple people playing it, and I thought the animation looked good on it. I guess they kind of got the example from Conker's Pocket Tales for the Game Boy Color, but
love the cartridge.
Yeah, the cartridge orange
stands out. Another
product of Jared, Mr. Wizardry Productions, awesome. He always makes it happen. There's a lot of detail in his stuff, so. If you see this one, well, I mean, if you can play this game, let me know what you think of it. So, awesome. Next year, I got the Japanese version of UN Squadron for the Super Famicom. Actually hooked me up with this.
Yeah, it's a good shmup.
Yeah, I played the arcade version of this a long time ago, but actually the Super Famicom version is a lot better. So, very cool game. I think it was based off an anime series that came on back in the day. So, definitely a fun shmup to play.
Label completely different from the American version.
Yeah.
The American version makes it like you're in a helmet. It looks like a.
It's just a show of fighter jet.
Yeah, an F-18.
Yeah.
And this one, it's all anime. So.
Next up here is a Zelda-like game as well, a 2-player one that is, Goof Troop for the Super Nintendo. Happy to have this game again. I never gave it any attention before, but now I am because I saw how it played, and just have more time to play it now. So definitely happy to have this. If you see Goof Troop out there, definitely give it a chance. Remember the Goof Troop movie?
Yeah, it's awesome. Yeah.
I know.
You know what I'm gonna forget, and you guys should probably say it in the comments. The guy who sings. With like, remember how they go to his concert? The guy with the hair?
Yeah.
So stand up. Yeah, he's supposed to look like Prince. He's supposed to look like Prince. You know what I'm talking about, right? Yeah, to me, he looked more like Genuine. You know, like early Genuine?
Right.
You know, so yeah. I was waiting for him to sing Pony when he was up there. But awesome movie. Yeah.
All right. So it's just funny thinking back at that stuff. It's like, man.
Yeah.
I was actually gifted Aladdin at the show. A person came up to me and said, "Hey, do you have this game?" I said, "No, I don't." They said, "Hey, here you go." I said, "Wow, well, I have the Super Nintendo one, so now I have the Genesis one, so now."
Have you ever played it?
I played this one briefly. I was always a fan of the Super Nintendo one because I was all about the Nintendo anime, like Super Nintendo versus Sega, and all Sega was horrible. But now I could give this one a chance. So this one I know has a lot of really good animations in it.
This is really good, and Aladdin kills people in it.
Wow, instead of like hopping on their heads.
He has a sword.
Oh, wow. He don't have a sword now, though.
Yeah.
He was supposed to have a sword.
So that's always like the big talk is like, people think Super Nintendo's better because it looks better. It sounds better, but of course, Nintendo just sounds better than a Genesis. But that, I think you're going to enjoy that. That plays cool. And yeah, you have a sword. It's not the exact same game.
Okay, cool. Excited for that. $4, Sonic Generations for your DS. $4 was awesome. I couldn't pass that up.
That's worth it.
It's definitely, the Sonic Generations is actually better on the systems, of course, but the 3DS version is actually pretty cool too. They have a lot of levels that weren't included in the other versions, so they're definitely worth having. All right. Next up here, Medal of Honor Infiltrator. I saw this on the episode of GameSack, and I thought I'd pick it up. I got it on the cheap, and it's like a top-down shoot 'em up, like kind of like I would say
Car Warriors.
Car Warriors, even Jackal without the car, even the top-down levels of Contra. Yeah, just like that. So, and it even has some FMV in here, which is great. You know, remember, folks, the Game Boy Advance is actually a 32-bit system, so it could do a lot of stuff.
Yeah, the intro's dope. The intro's very dope on it.
And next up here, I got this cool toy. It was a throwback to when I was a child, 3 years old. Drive Yourself Crazy. I got this for $5, and I actually have one that I got about a year ago that was a little bit more beat up. But this one has all the parts to it, and even the case to it. So happy to try this out.
It even has a back cover. That's probably the thing that get missing the most.
Yeah,
the battery cover.
Back cover. So I picked this up for $5. I said, "Yep, I love it." So definitely had to get that. So now I went to the blitz mode, man. Now we could go back to regular, just taking turns.
All right. So Reggie and I have very similar tastes, and we educate each other on video games. Some things I don't know, well, a lot of things I don't know. And then there's some things that Reggie doesn't know and inform him. And then we just end up walking out into the convention hall, into the vendor hall, and we bump into these games, and when we come back, we're like, "Oh, you bought that? I bought that too."
Right.
And so that's what happens. So the first thing we saw, and we both got these for smoking deals. I don't think you would find these deals at a game store.
Yeah.
So we got, or at least I got, was RE2. And I got very, very cheap. What'd you get, Reggie?
And I got Resident Evil 3 Greatest Hits version in mint condition.
Yeah, it's clean. Mine is semi-clean, but the other thing I learned from Reggie was, say it, Reggie.
So this is the DualShock version of Resident Evil 2. So this added the extreme mode, and it added something else like, the DualShock, of course. So you got rumble when playing Resident Evil 2. The original version didn't have rumble in it. So this is actually a unique version. I think a lot of people actually don't know about because it came out later when the game had already sold so well and everything. So definitely happy you got that version of it, man. Very cool. And Resident Evil 3 Greatest Hits, I picked this up because I like the variants. Resident Evil 3 is my favorite in the series, so I wanted to get this, and I saw it. Got it for a great deal. It was $15. I said, yes, it's going home with me. And a lot of people don't notice, too, with the later versions of some of these games, sometimes they fix bugs that might be in the previous versions. So you know how we get patches in newer games today?
Yeah.
Downloadable patches? Well, how they would patch these games when they came out with another version, like a Greatest Hits or even a DualShock version, they will be fixing those games. So happy to have these.
The cool thing about hunting with a friend is they may have knowledge and they may see things on the cover. When I was walking around with Reggie looking for an RE2, he actually told me, "Don't go there. Let's try another place. Let's just see another place." And we go over to this one, and it was cheaper, and it had this. So it was good.
All right. Next game here is a running gun that everybody loves, and that is Operation Contra. Now, I found out about this game because, I knew about this game for years, but I never paid attention to it. But my buddy, Smash AT, was talking about how it's a good game, and I said, you know what, let me try it out. So this is actually really the third Contra game that came out. Contra 3, I know it has a 3 on it, but this is actually the third Contra game, and it came out for the Game Boy, as you can see, Operation Contra. So definitely check this one out. I wonder if it has a code for 30 lives or something.
Oh, probably like the code. Yeah, hold it up, because I want to show something next. So check this out. He got Contra. I also got Contra. I got the Japanese version of the exact same game. So it's pretty cool to see the art that's on it. It's I don't know, did the guys ever have names?
Yeah, I can't think of right now. Scorpion. No, it's gonna be Scorpion. It's called Bill Reiser, and can't remember the other guy's name for some reason right now. But you guys know in the comments. Let us know.
Educate us, please.
Yes.
But the art, and we'll put up a picture to show you the two differences in the art. Freaking awesome. And they both play the exact same way.
Yeah.
Very cool.
Yeah. All right, so next game here, I took a chance. I gambled. Well, I didn't gamble at all. I said forget that. I was going to gamble, but I said no way. Very hard game to find. I saw for a good price. I wanted to see, because we were going to go to a third Fallout store.
Yeah.
And what I did was I had that Fallout store we were in, call the other one and see if the game was there. He called, it wasn't there. So you know what? I buckled down and said, you know what? I'm going to get it now because I'm not going to find it anywhere else. And that game is Bionic Commando for the Game Boy. If you haven't played
It's so good.
it is, and the
It's
music
so good.
is really good. I really enjoyed this game a lot. I got Bionic Commando when I was a kid on Nintendo. I think it was for my 9th birthday, and my mom just randomly bought the game for me, and I didn't know what it was. And I was like, what is this? Then I loved the grappling hook. I got used to it and started to learn how to play it.
Tell them about the story.
One of my favorite games. Well, there's not what story like this about.
Well, because you're not playing as the original.
Oh, you saw the story of the game. Okay.
Yeah.
Basically, Joe Spencer, I think that's Bionic Commando's real name, he's missing, and his team of commandos are looking for him. So this is a new Bionic Commando out there trying to see what happened to their mentor, pretty much. So very cool game. Plays the same as the Nintendo counterpart. Just has really, some points I think it has better music, man. Especially the Area 1 level. I love the music in that level. It gets me pumped up. So if you see this out there for a good price, definitely don't look the other way.
Don't be me. So the cool thing about this is, definitely hold it up. The cool thing about this is we come back to the hotel and we play this all night.
Yep.
We play this all night because when I travel, I'll bring certain consoles, and we brought a Super Nintendo with a Super Game Boy in it. Played it up on the big screen. It was awesome. So I was determined to go and find that game at the con. I didn't find it at the con. I don't think it existed at the con. But what I found was the Game Boy Color version of Bionic Commando, and so it was really cool to like play the two differences in one place.
Yeah, so Bionic Commando Elite Forces, I think it is. You can actually there's a lady commando in there. You can switch between the male and female. I don't know if they're just like if they have different abilities, but it's kind of cool they added that feature because he's a team of commandos. So I thought that was pretty cool that they had that in there, and it has very good music as well. These are much better than the new gen Bionic Commando that came out for the 360 and the PS3.
Light years. Yeah. Light years. And they hold up. Like, although you see them on a little cartridge, guys, they play very well.
Yes.
And my goal now is to start looking for this thing.
Yep.
There you go. There you go.
All right. So, I'm guessing, you know what? I got one more Game Boy game to show. And this one I found this because of you, man. You found it. I couldn't believe you found this. I have almost all the Ninja Turtles games for the Game Boy, and now Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles 3, The Radical Rescue on the Game Boy. Very happy about this. I was missing this for years, of course. It's more expensive now, and we got this for a really good deal. But I haven't really played it yet, so you guys let me know what you think about it. Is it better? I think it's better. I'm pretty sure it's better than the other ones, but I hear a lot of good stuff about this game. But just like having this, it's like, whoa, I can't believe I found it there. Well, you found it, but just really happy about this. So, Turtles 3 Radical Rescue. Let me know if this game is radical.
Guys, when you're at a con, always look out for your homies. And more than anything else, talk to the seller in a really nice way, because the lady that was there not only made deals for him, but made deals for me. And what I'm going to show you is, in my opinion, Reggie, my first or second favorite Game Boy game of all time.
Yeah.
Can't go wrong with
Metroid 2. Man.
Can't go wrong with Metroid 2. I don't care what anyone says. I love this game. When people say it's linear, yeah, you gotta kill a certain amount of Metroids to go down, but I love it. And this is the actual second game to Metroid. It's not, a lot of people think it's Super Metroid. It's not. This leads into Super Metroid. You gotta save the baby. And that's what's important about it. This is honestly, this is the third copy that I have of this game. What I want is the board, and I want to actually make a custom cartridge for this with a custom sticker, so I could have my own personal flair to a Metroid game. Nice. So yeah, same lady, was cool. Cracked deals for both of us on those things, and it's nice.
Yeah. And also, man, hopefully one day you'll play another Metroid remake, man. That game is awesome. Definitely easier to look at. But,
still beating me up over that, eh?
Yeah, we'll talk about that later. All right, so next up here, this game, hopefully I'm not even gonna be able to pronounce this right. Demonku Unlimited 3 for the Switch, as you can see. This is a shoot 'em up game. I didn't know this was released on the Switch, and that it was a shooter. I mean, the name will kind of just throw you off. But I was
crazy.
I was talking to one of the limited run people there, and they said, "Yeah, this is a shoot 'em up." And I was like, "Oh, okay, let me look at it." Looked at a little bit of gameplay on the phone. Boom, yep, it's going in the collection. I love shoot 'em up. So, like I said, don't know too much about it, but it looked good from what I saw. So, you guys, let me know what you think about this one.
So, I'm a massive Metroid fan, but I'm a massive Metroid fan of 1, 2, and 3. I never played the GameCube ones, and I've never played the Wii ones, but I need to start building that collection. And so I was very lucky to find Echoes and Metroid Prime. Really, really awesome there. I found Echoes at the con and Prime at Fallout Games for a really, really good price. And the funny thing is this, is I didn't see Prime at the con at all whatsoever, and I only saw one copy of Metroid Echoes. So I was very happy to get this. I don't have a lot of GameCube games. I don't want to say I wasn't raised with the GameCube, but PS2 is just
It was a more popular system. Everybody had a PS2, and it was easy. Yeah,
and that's where I lived with. So something really awesome. Building that Metroid collection. Like I said, I will buy a Switch when Metroid comes out.
All right.
And I will consider buying, what is it, ARMS or something like that?
Well, it's free. It's free on PC.
But the physical copy, like the way they had it.
Yeah.
The way they had. Who had that? Was that limited run?
No, Jared, Mr. Wizard, actually put it on CD. It comes with soundtrack too. So yeah, don't miss out, man.
Gotta look into that.
All right. Next game I want to show here. I'm just gonna knock out these Nintendo games I have here. I actually picked up Dodgeball for the NES. I had a lot of memories with Dodgeball. This is a fun game I used to play at my buddy Nick's house. It's from the Ni no Kuni, not Ni no Kuni, but you know the
Kuni-kun?
Kuni. Thank you. I was gonna say Ni no Kuni, but those characters are in here. But they gave them American names, so Sam and some other crap. I don't remember what else. But if you see this game, definitely pick it up. It's a lot of fun. Also here, I finally, after years of not owning this game, I got Life Force.
How did you not own that, Mr. Shmup?
Well, I had it when I was a kid years ago. Let a friend borrow it, and hey, he moved away, and then he didn't leave the game behind. So of course, I have this again. This is from the Salamander series. A lot of fun. This was probably one of my first shoot 'em up games I played. That you kind of like travel and everything. But yeah, this is a really solid game. Definitely pick this one up. And next game here, good old 720. I love this game. You remember the arcade game for this?
Absolutely, yeah.
Skate or die, and then the bees will come at you, man. You got to do tricks to get the tickets to get inside the events. A lot of fun. This is a very unique game. The Nintendo version I know is not that great, but I'm gonna make it work. So just a big fan of the series.
I'll blast through 3 games as well. So there's some random things that I just like to get. Being someone who races motorcycles and races cars, I absolutely love any type of racing game there is. And I found this. This is Top Gear Pocket. And this is with the Rumble Pack and everything like that. One of the reasons I got it is because there's another version of this that doesn't have the Rumble Pack, and this was in way better condition. One of the things, if you ever look at one of these games, the Rumble Pack, Reggie and I were talking about it, how the motherboard is so long for a Game Boy game. Basically, you are rally cars and they're in chibi mode meaning small. So that was just a cool pickup. The next one that I got, I don't have these games, and you guys, I know we show like very rare cool things, but sometimes you don't own the most generic things. Wario Land 3 for the Game Boy Color. I've seen gameplay of this stuff. I don't know why I've never had it or picked it up, and it's just something I had to have. The next thing is I used to be big into RPGs, but I want something very light and something fun. So Mario and Luigi Super Saga, I think it's worth the pick up. If you see this for $10 or under, pick it up. You're not going to be disappointed. And it's funny. It's like straight funny and hilariousness. So there you go.
Oh, that's okay. Let's see what else I got here. Knocking them down 2 at a time now, it seems like. Okay. I'll try. Well, I'll try to. We'll see.
I got 5 left.
You got 5
good
left?
ones, yeah.
So, you got 5 left. I'll just put one. I could do one.
There you go.
I'll do it fast though. Towards the end of the show, the Game Tower. I was talking to Game Tower, which is a cool store. They're located, I think, in Northern California, and they said, "Hey Reggie, how are you doing?" and everything. While I was walking out, and I said, "You know what? Let me go take a look at what they got before I leave and everything." And they had some boxed Nintendo games. The first one I got is Roadrunner Inbox Complete, tanking cart. And
Clean box.
Yeah, it is. And I played Roadrunner back when my dad used to take me to Bullwinkle's Family Fun Center. They had the arcade game there, and I always wanted, why don't they release this on Nintendo? I would love for that to happen, but they did. I never do that, and now I have it, of course, which is great. It's a tough game, but I'm gonna make it work somehow. I just love the Roadrunner and Wile E. Coyote. I thought they were a great combination. You know, Wile E. Coyote actually caught the Roadrunner once in their final episode.
What did he do?
Did you kill him? He couldn't do anything because he had shrunk and he was holding on to the Roadrunner.
Oh, I know that episode. Yeah, he hugs his leg and he's all happy and stuff. And then you know what? Sorry to interrupt. At the very end, the Roadrunner goes down and he, like, instead of doing a meep meep, it's like a Mack truck, like
Yeah, it was very funny.
I remember what you're talking about.
He was a giant and everything.
I didn't know it was the last episode.
It was the last episode. Well, you said it was the last episode, right?
I thought you said it was the last
episode. It is the last episode,
okay.
At least from what I remember. Hopefully I'm right. But yeah, it's the last episode, dang it.
If not, type bustin' cheeks in the comments below. So
Damn.
A story for another time. Big Hurt.
Fresh out, man.
Shout out to Big Hurt. That's a Big Hurt. I don't have any. Oh, you know what? Speaking of crime that doesn't pay, I had to get this game. Currently, right now, I'm an arcade collector, and I'm trying to restore. It's very difficult, but I'm trying to restore an arcade that was given to me for free, and it is called Chase HQ. So I picked up this game, and I was super happy I found it. Super Chase HQ for the Game Boy. There is another one for the Game Boy Color. Reggie and I played it. I've beat it. It's not that great. It's not that great. But this tries to be exactly like the arcade. And I'm very excited to go back to my interns who are actually working on my arcade cabinet as we speak and show this in front of them, just to give them a little motivation. It is good.
Yep.
Honestly, I will say this, Reggie, hidden gems.
Okay.
I will say hidden gems. It plays great.
I agree with you then. Next up here is this is a press release for John Lester's Sidney Hunter and the Curse of the Mayan. This is going to be released pretty soon here. I think it's going to be released probably sometime in next couple weeks, probably late August.
Clean box again.
October, September. I can't really remember. But basically, what's cool about this is it talks about the game and everything. You open up the press kit, and you guys are going to love this. Got the Nintendo cartridge up in here. I'll take it out more so you guys can see it here. But check that out. Isn't that cool? I thought that was awesome and everything. So look at the back here. Cool. Well, nothing on the back, but still, I just had to show you guys. But happy to have this. I thought that was very unique and cool. Nice promotion item for their upcoming game.
They have an arcade cabinet of it too.
They did.
Like a custom built crazy arcade cabinet. So
yeah, we have pictures of it that we're showing you right now.
Is it gonna be on Switch too?
I believe so. Oh yeah, definitely Switch. Yeah, definitely.
All right. The next thing I will go to is just something small. Nothing crazy. The very first game I ever played on a Game Boy. So I want you to think back to your childhood, and I would say first grade, second grade, going on a field trip, and all you have is a Tiger handheld with 2 AA batteries, and you feel like crap because the kid next to you has a Game Boy, and in that Game Boy was Blades of Steel. And this is awesome game. It reminds me of like India Jam with hockey. It's 2-on-2, beat the crap out of people. The fighting is like amazing. And you can also link cables with this. So if someone else has another copy, $2.
I used to go, oh wow, good price. I used to go and play the Nintendo version, just go into the fight scene. Yeah. It used to show the power meter and everything. Yeah. It was really cool they did that. I'm pretty sure they did it in that version too.
This is awesome. So also, I had gave my copy, my box copy, to Reggie at the last game on.
Did you?
I did.
That's where I got it. Yeah. Oh, wow, dude.
So it's cool to get another one and clean.
Yep. All right. So next game here, Cabal Inbox. I got this from I think it was Game Tower as well. And this is a gallery shooter. One of my favorite games of all time in arcade, at least, is Blood Bros. If you guys remember that one. And then is it Wild Guns on the Super NES, the gallery shooter? I think that's what it's called.
Yeah.
I like that one too, but I think that Blood Brothers is the best one. But Cabal is kind of like the godfather of those games to me and everything. So very good game, lots of fun. If you see this out there, definitely check it out. It doesn't go for much money, and it's a fun gallery shooter. So.
You got it in box too.
Got it in box, happy about that. And yeah, just amazing. I got Nintendo games in box. I can't believe it.
Yeah, and the funny thing is, we weren't even at this convention. There were so many in-box things. In-box Game Boy games, in-box N64 game, but like a lot more than I've ever seen at a convention.
Yeah.
So, the next thing, nothing crazy, but I wanted to, and the reason I like to is because I have modded Game Boys, and I like friends to come over, and I like to link up the cables and say, let's play a fun game. Gauntlet 2 for the Game Boy, just something really awesome. It plays just like the NES port. I think just a little better and a little smoother. So if it's something you want to pick up and go through, especially with a couple friends, I don't know if it's a 4-player game like the arcade. Like, I don't know if it's a 4-player link, but it's definitely a 2-player link.
Yeah, so that's 2-player link, of course. So yeah, you get at least 2 players out of it. So cool, man.
There you go.
Gauntlet 2.
If this is a 4-player game, please let us know in the comments.
Yeah, definitely. Next up here is I got the greatest hits version of Castlevania Dracula X Chronicles for $4. This game has 3 games on it. It comes with Castlevania Rondo of Blood, the remake, Castlevania Symphony of the Night, and
that's on there?
Yeah, Symphony of the Night's on here, and it has the Rondo of Blood original on here. So you get 3 games on here, which is pretty awesome. And with the Castlevania hype of the Netflix series, a lot of this stuff is like people are looking for this stuff. So
why didn't I buy this? You bought this for $4.
$4.
You basically bought Symphony of the Night for $4.
See?
I hate when I don't buy things.
I would have told you, but he was being too cheap. I was like, man, he probably said, nah, $4 is too much. So
new rule I learned about game collecting. Okay, if it's under $5, if it's $5, pick it up.
Yeah, take a risk.
Take a risk. $5. Yeah. So going to these cons, we hunt for certain people, and one of the persons I hunt for is my girlfriend Kiara. She came this year from Italy to the United States for the first time, and she was hunting for a game from her childhood. We hunt for games from our childhood all the time, and the game that I got was Winx. Oh, yeah, it's funny. Yeah, it's funny.
No, the Winx is hilarious. I remember that cartoon. Like, I didn't watch it.
Oh!
No, I didn't watch it, but it was a girl cartoon. But I remember that show, and the Winx it's just funny.
Supergirl cartoon. There's little mini games in there. There's a shmup mini game in there. Alleyway is another mini game in there, and I forget the other last one. That's it. Oh, there's like a little DDR mini game that's in there too. Yeah, that's really fun. And speaking of girly cartoons, this is cool. This is super cool. Okay. We went to Goodwill.
Oh, yeah.
Reggie has taught me something new about Goodwill. Usually, I look in the electronics for consoles. Then, I look into the CDs and DVDs for PS1, PS2 games or anything like that. But this is something he found in the toy section. This was for $1. This is like really incredible. Sailor Moon. And you see how it's like reflective and everything like that. It changes like that. It's super awesome. Guys, they were selling these at this con for $25 and $30. And I got this for $1. So Reggie, thank you so much.
Yeah, when you go to Goodwill stores or Value Villages, I try to check everything, and we found this in the toy section.
Yeah.
It's all of it was scattered around. It was just you just have to look through certain stuff for a little bit, and I found that right when we were leaving.
Yeah.
We were just leaving. I stopped and I said, let me look right here. Oh, look at this. I said, look, would you want this? He said, whoa,
yeah.
Where's that from?
Massive Sailor Moon fan. So yeah, that's cool.
There you go, man. All right, so this will be my last game that I'm showing you guys, but I have one more item left. This is Mayq Labyrinth of Death. This is the collector's edition of the game, which I wanted a long time ago, but wasn't able to get, so I had to get the standard edition. I got this, and it was toward the end of the show, and which was awesome. And I asked the guy, would you be willing to? Are you firm on the price that it's going for? Because he had it for $60. And then he pulled it on me and said, well, what do you think of it? I was like, oh, man, I don't want to lowball because I'm scared of lowball. If I say 50 or something, lowball, how dare you? Some guys might say $2 off, that's it. But I just risked it. I said $40. And he said, yeah, that's what I was going to sell it to you for. Like, I wanted to say 40. And I was like, perfect, dude. So got the money out, got this. I'm very happy. I've been wanting this for like 2 years. I tried to get it from my buddy Chris at PRG. He's like, nah, man, I'm good. There's a buddy Chris that you're watching, man. But happy to have this. And it basically plays, like, from what I remember, lots of dialogue and voice acting and everything, but it's like girls with robots. They hop in robots and fight each other.
It's dope.
I could be wrong. It's been a while since I played it, but you guys let me know in the comments what you think of the game. And having a Vita game again, this is the only Vita game I got while I'm here. So long live the PlayStation Vita, man. Say it with me, everybody. Long live the PlayStation Vita. Hopefully they're saying it.
Still hanging on, Reggie.
It's still hanging on.
Still hanging on. No, you're still hanging on.
I am. Well, I think the system's going to go all the way up until 2022. I mean, Play Asia, I think Limited Run still has a few more releases for it. I know Play Asia definitely going to have titles up until at least 2021. So long live the Vita.
You going to open that?
Yeah, hell yeah. Not here. But
yeah, I mean, like, so we're in store for a opening. What is it? Breaking the Seal?
Breaking the Seal. I haven't done Breaking the Seal in a while. You guys still interested in Breaking the Seal? Maybe I'll make it happen.
If you are, go into the comments and type Bustin' Cheeks for Breaking the Seal. Breaking the Seal. Break the Seal. Break the Seal.
Fresh out and Big Hurt, man. Got him cracking up, man. He saw a couple episodes cracking him up. But anyways, that's my last game, guys. So definitely check this one out. What else you got, man? Big hurt, man.
Oh, my ribs are hurting. All right, guys. So here are our final best pickups. This is not so much a pickup that I got at a con as much as I picked it up from home to enjoy my con. Sometimes there's downtimes at a con. You want to play a game. Guys, I'm trying to do this, Reggie, as a service to people that don't know. So, in my modded Goth Game Boy is my favorite Game Boy game. Ladies and gentlemen, this is Initial D for the Game Boy.
Lots of fun, actually.
Very fun. It exists. So a lot of people ask me, is this a hack? Is this like a fake game or something like this? No, this is real. I got it from Japan in a soft set. You don't see them up a lot, but they're there. And I believe it came out a little bit towards, in 1998, is that towards the end of the, no, Game Boy still was going strong, right?
2003, from what I hear in certain places.
Wow.
So, yeah, it's a long time.
Yeah, it's a 2-player game too, so you could dual link to it. You can unlock tracks and you can unlock certain cars. And just to like show you how silly of a game this is, you can unlock a Gundam that you drive and drift around a track. So, and a motorcycle as well. So, and the DeLorean, I believe.
Nice.
Yeah, from Back to the Future. It doesn't look great, the DeLorean, but it's there. So, this is something that means dear and heart to me. If I had to give away all my Game Boy games, this is the one I don't give away. So, there you go.
Okay. And my final item, my holy grail, which was a total surprise to me. I was talking to my buddy Joel from Media Glitch. Forgot what we were talking about. We were arguing about who won in Mortal Kombat, which was funny. I beat him in Mortal Kombat, like 1, 2, 3, and 4. And Joel was really upset about it. Joel, I'm sorry I beat you like that, man. But, hey, there's always epics in Yuki. No, I'm just messing with you, Joel. Joel actually beat me 3 out of 3 games. I beat him in Mortal Kombat Ultimate barely, but I got to practice more. But Joel is a master at Mortal Kombat, except FX Yuki, which he's got to get some practice on. But anyway, Daniel Plescia, if you don't know who he is one of the actors that played in the first 2 Mortal Kombat games, and he is the real Johnny Cage. No matter what. I mean, when I see Johnny Cage today, I say, okay, that's whatever. But this guy, you see Daniel, you recognize him as the real Johnny Cage, and he actually autographed this picture from his friendship picture for me, right here. And I was blown away when I saw this. I could barely pull off Johnny Cage's friendship in Mortal Kombat 2, so I rarely get to see this picture. But he wrote to my biggest fan, Reggie. And I was like, I was blown away. I didn't even know what to say, man. I was like, man, I was so happy about this. I'm gonna frame this picture. Johnny Cage has always been one of my favorite characters in the first Mortal Kombat. Him and Raiden. He's also, if you guys don't know, he's also Scorpion, Sub-Zero, and Reptile. He was the exact same guy. I gotta get some glasses like this, man, to put him on. Seriously, I'm saying, man, this is so awesome. I'm so happy about this. Such a nice guy, man, and he's just very knowledgeable, very fun to talk to, very friendly. Godly, How old did we figure out how old he was now? Daniel, I think he's probably around in his 60s, early 60s. Yeah, and it's crazy. He's in such good shape. Because he's a martial artist and everything, and he's just really good shape, man. So, Daniel, if you're watching, thanks a lot, man. I really appreciate you. I've been a fan for years. I was like starstruck last year at the game on Xbox. I was scared to go up to him and everything. And we played Mortal Kombat. And
Reggie and I had dinner with him.
Yeah, we had dinner with him Friday.
And we not only had dinner with him, but we had dinner with the guy, the voice of NBA Jam.
Yeah, Boom Shakalaka.
Yeah.
I totally forgot his name right now.
Tim.
Tim, thank you.
Yeah.
Oh my God.
Tim was dope.
Thank you. So very happy about that. But anyways, guys, thank you for watching this pickups video. I know it was long, but you guys like those long pickups videos that are chill. Just really happy with all the stuff I got at the game on Expo. I want to give a shout out to John Lester. Thank you for putting the show together. I appreciate you. The show is big business, guys. So don't miss out next year. Get your tickets when the show's announced. You'll have a great time. 3 days, which is awesome. I don't think any other show does 3 days. So you do Friday, Saturday, and Sunday.
Does PRG do 3 days?
PRG does Saturday and Sunday.
Wow.
Yeah.
There you go.
I mean, they have vendors set up on Friday. And
that's right.
Free playroom.
Yeah.
Free arcade is available.
If you have VIP, you get in on Friday at PRGE.
Yeah, to play the free play arcade and all that stuff. But John Lester's 3 days, so that's pretty amazing.
Yeah.
But anyways, guys, thanks for watching. Radical Reggie and my buddy X. Man, X, where can they find you?
You can find me on Instagram at Excessive Exclusives. You can find me on Facebook and on YouTube at the exact same name. We are Graffiti, Gears, and Games. Hope to see you there. Guys, I want to give a big shout out and thank you to Reggie. We spent the whole week hunting, not just at the con, but all throughout Phoenix, Tempe, Mesa, Gilbert, Chandler, Peoria, Arizona. Yeah, it
was crazy.
It's been a day.
But anyways, guys, thanks for watching. We will see you later.
Take care.